Hello, and welcome to this video about how to score your own practice SAT or ACT test. Some things I'm going to want you to know from this video and be able to demonstrate in class are what is a raw score and what is a scaled score. Second thing, what are the overall range of scores for an SAT or an ACT? Third, what are the overall range of scores for each of the individual sections on those tests? Fourth, how do you compute your score for each of the sections on the test, as well as your overall test scores? And the fifth thing, I'm going to want you to notice a trend between raw scores and scaled scores as they both increase on a table that we'll show you in a little while. You've probably already started a practice SAT or an ACT, but if you haven't, you can click on the link below or copy and paste that, and that will take you to this website right here. If you need an ACT, you can either scroll down or you can click right here, and that will take you right below to these 4 ACT tests right here. Instead, if you need an SAT, you can again scroll down or click right here, and that will take you to these 6 SAT tests. As a side note, there are some more SAT tests down below on the same page, but you will not want to use those as they are outdated and do not match the current format of the SAT at all. Now, you're going to need an answer key to score your test, and that can be found right here. It will look like this. For the ACT, however, it is, as it says right here, included in the test document itself. So down, you'll scroll all the way very close to the bottom of that document, and you'll see the answer key, which will look like this. As you score your test, you're going to want to count up the number of questions that you answered correctly. Of course, that means leave out any of the questions that you missed or left blank. This score is called your raw score, the number of questions you answered correctly. Once you have your raw score, we need to convert that into a scaled score, and you're going to need a conversion table to do that. The conversion table for the ACT is right below the answer key, and it looks like this. Now, your scaled score is the number associated with your raw score on a conversion chart like this, and it is the number that will be recorded on your score report for a section. Here in the middle, you have your raw scores, so once you have figured out what your raw score is for each of these sections, you can compare that to a scaled score on either side of the table. Another thing we can learn from this table is the range of scores for each of these 4 sections. The lowest score you can get is a 1, while the highest score you can get is a 36. That same range applies to the overall score for the ACT, which is called your ACT composite score. Composite is a fancy word for average. So to compute your overall ACT score, you'll add up the 4 individual test scores, divide by 4, and that gets you your ACT composite score. To find your conversion chart for the SAT, you're going to need to Google these words right here and make sure you plug in the appropriate number for which of the 6 tests you're taking. In this case, test 1. And you'll get this result right here. That will take you to this document, and here is the conversion table for your SAT. To the left in blue, you'll see the raw score, while the scaled scores are off to the right for each of the individual sections. We can see that the range of scores for math is the lowest is a 200, while the highest is an 800. And for both the reading and writing and language sections, you'll have a score range of 10 through 40. Now, to compute your overall SAT score, there is this worksheet right below the conversion chart that you can use. Once you've found all of your individual test scores, you can, in this area, enter your writing and language test score along with your reading test score, both at a 10 through 40. You'll add those together and then multiply that result by 10. And that will get you your evidence-based reading and writing section score at a range of 200 through an 800. Now that score you're going to add to your math section score, which was also at the range of 200 through an 800. And that will give you your overall SAT score. And that range is now a 400 through a 1600. In closing, I want you to look one more time at the SAT conversion chart. And I want you to notice the trend between the raw scores and the scaled scores as they increase. And we will discuss that trend and why it exists and why you need to know about it in class next time. Thank you for watching.